DC260, you can save 240 JPEG images without even being connected to a computer. In fact, you can save more if you save it to the SD card. There's an SD card slot provided. Pop an SD card in there, and depending on the size of that card, depends on how many JPEG images. It's the internal memory is 240. So what that will allow you to do on the 260 is to do a picture-by-picture experiment. So if I go to picture-by-picture, what it allows me to do is have a live view, and then choose an image that I've saved previously, and compare it. So, with that particular one, we can turn the knockers over, and then we can move the other one around. Hey, presto, see in front of them and back now. Okay? But seriously, in an education environment, we could have an experiment here, day one, and then we could be looking at it live view. Okay, to see how it's progressed. On the newer versions of this particular model, because this is one of the very first, it's got something like called a continuous shoot. Okay, so you can actually set it up in the corner, put an experiment underneath, and do continuous shooting. You can tell it to take a photograph every day, every hour, every minute, whatever you want to do. You can set the time, so it'll take some images. Okay. Then you can stream those images together if you wanted to in Windows Movie Maker, and you can see the item growing in the petrol flowing. Okay. So that's picture by picture, a very good mode. On this particular device as well, and the 660, which is the desktop over there, we have audio and video recording. So this is very good for pre-preparing lessons or putting lessons onto your VLE or whichever system you use. Okay. So you can record. So we can press the record button. Okay, everything that I'm doing here is being recorded. Press the record button again. It's being saved as a .mov file straight onto the SD card. Once again, it's connected to the PC, it will save to your hard drive. Okay. We won't hear any audio at the moment, actually. Let's just plug that in. So what we've got. Okay, everything I'm doing here is being recorded. Hey presto. Okay, so that can then be uploaded, as I say, to any server, email to students, whatever they need. Okay. Go back to the live view. So, if I was in a primary school and I wanted to teach kids how to tell the time, okay, I can simply pop underneath my card, okay, and we can ask the children what time it is. I can freeze the image, okay, and whilst we're getting the students' sort of comments and their thoughts, I can turn the card over, and we can set that past it. Okay, so there's a freeze function on the DC133 as well. Okay, so you will be able to do that. No problem at all. Any images that we've saved, okay, I can hit the slideshow, it says, and it will scroll through those images, okay? Well, let's do it there. You have to set up in the menu how you want the transition to happen and how many seconds it takes to do so. You can have it as a slideshow so it dissolves, slides it from the right, from the left, etc. Okay? Also on this particular device, there's something called half-page mode. Now, if we have an A4 piece of paper, let me just grab something here. Okay. Like so, zoom in. Okay, so an A4 piece of paper sometimes can be a little bit difficult to read. Okay? So the half-page mode, if I hit the half-page mode, it basically zooms in the first half, second half, and out again. Just makes it a little bit easier to read larger writing than that. Okay? Otherwise, it means what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to zoom in, like so. And we still read it right that way if we wanted to, just maneuver the around a little bit. So, lots and lots of features, feature rich. Okay. On some of the models you'll get a microscope adapter, okay, which will screw onto the lens. It doesn't come with a 133 because it's a manual focus lens. You have to actually mess around with the lens to focus it in. And what you do there is basically it goes onto a microscope like so. Okay, hit the microscope button on the remote on the base unit, and what happens is the lights will turn off. Okay, it's using the magnification of the microscope and the backlit part of the microscope to pass the image through the visualizer, through the projector, onto the board. So now what we're seeing through a microscope, instead of everybody queuing up and having a look through the eyepiece, we're actually seeing on the board. Okay, so it allows that in-depth sort of investigation work you sometimes do. And what we're seeing is that we're seeing that quite a lot of primary schools are buying a number of DC133s, the one that you're going to be given, okay, and then one or two of the higher end units, the DC260. Because when there's a need to have a look at caterpillars in more depth, or whatever you need to do, okay, you require a higher spec model, basically. This model is an SXGA model, okay, what that means is you can actually output in HD. It's a HD cable that you can connect into a monitor. So if your schools are lucky enough not to have the interactive whiteboards but have touchscreen monitors, okay, 42-inch plasmas on trolleys that go up and down to the height of the children, yeah. Squirming in your seat. You can go ahead, full HD into that monitor. So it's giving you a better, crisper image. Okay. That's the visualizer. Anybody not see a benefit for the class? No? There you go. Every single one of them interested as. Any questions at all? Yes?
The half page bit.
Yes?
How can you time the zoom in, but and half page it?
No. Simple answer. Not at the moment, no. Because it's using that zoom element. It's moving, so no, not at the moment. Good question. Anybody else at all? So what I say is go back to school, get your visualisers out, okay? If you want to time into the whiteboards, I would provide the software for gas, okay, for the drivers, so you can link them into your whiteboards. If you're interested, see us. All your pricing is in your booklets and your bags, okay? So you've got a range there, what we're showing. If at that point you go, yes, actually, I'd like to take 10, 15. What I'm willing to do for you guys, okay, that is only for you guys, is offer you some free of charge training, okay, just so we can get it up and running. Okay, so we can get you using it with confidence. We can either do that at school or wherever you want to do it. I can do it here. Okay. Okay.